If you're trying to start your 360 wave journey and don't know exactly what you need, this video is for you. Because a lot of beginners go out and buy random products, random brushes, and random do-rags. Then they wonder why their waves not coming in. But let me tell you something early. Products do not get you waves. Your routine gets you waves. Your brushwork gets you waves. Your consistency gets you waves. The products are there to help your hair stay healthy, moisturized, and laid down. But if you're not brushing, if you're not ragging up, if you're not hitting those same angles every single time, you're going to struggle. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything you need in a real 360 wave starter kit. I'm talking about the brush, silk do-rag, shampoo bar, hair growth oil, pomade, and how to actually use everything the right way. And I'm going to explain this from where I'm at right now. I'm currently in a ripple stage of my own wave journey. So I'm not speaking like somebody who forgot what the beginning stages looks like. I'm in it right now. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start with the basics. If you're a beginner, you do not need a million products. You do not need everything you see online. You need the right tools and a simple routine you can actually stick to. In my opinion, every beginner needs 5 things: a brush, a silk do-rag, a shampoo bar, hair growth oil, and pomade. That's really the foundation. Now, later on, you can add more stuff. You can add a comb. You can add a lay down pad, you can add different brushes, you can add moisturizers. But starting out, don't overcomplicate it, because the more complicated you make it, the less consistent you're probably going to be. And waves are not about doing something one time and expecting magic. Waves come from doing the same thing over and over again until your hair starts to lay in that pattern. That's the game. That's what a lot of beginners don't understand. They think waves come from the product. No, the product supports the process, but the brush creates the pattern. The do-rag locks in the progress. The washing style helps lay everything back down. And the oil and pomade help keep your hair and scalp healthy while you train it. So let's break each item down. The first thing you need is a brush. Now, the type of brush you start with depends on your hair length. But if you're just starting out, a medium brush is usually a good starting point. A medium brush gives you enough pull without being too rough on your scalp. Now, eventually, you're going to want 3 brushes: a soft brush, a medium brush, and a hard brush. Each brush has a purpose. The soft brush is good when your hair is low and when you're finishing your brush session. It helps lay the top layer of your hair down and smooth everything out. A medium brush is like your everyday workhorse. That's the brush most beginners are probably going to use the most early on. The hard brush is when your hair gets longer. Once you start woofing and your hair has more length, you need something that can really get down to the root. But don't just grab a hard brush on low hair and start scraping your scalp. That's how you irritate your scalp. That's how you make brushing uncomfortable. And once brushing feels painful, you're not going to want to do it. So start with the right brush for your hair length. If your hair is low, soft to medium. If your hair is growing and starting to get thicker, medium. If you're deep into a woof, hard brush. But no matter what brush you use, here's the main thing. You need to brush with purpose. Don't just brush randomly. Don't just brush while looking at your phone. Don't just guess your angles. Use a mirror. Look at your head. See where your brush is going. And hit your angles the same way every single time. This is how you build connections. This is how you stop creating forks. This is how you actually train your hair. The next thing you're going to need is a silk do-rag. And honestly, the do-rag is one of the most important items in the starter kit, because your do-rag holds your progress after you brush. You can have the best brush session ever, but if you don't rag up after, your hair can lift back up. You can go to sleep and wake up looking crazy. That's when you feel like you lost progress. The do-rag helps train your hair to lay down. It keeps your pattern compressed. It helps you wake up in the morning with your hair laid. And this is non-negotiable. You need to wear your do-rag every night before going to bed. Every night. Not sometimes. Not only when you feel like it. Not when your hair looks good. Every night. Because sleeping without a do-rag when you're trying to get waves is like brushing for no reason. You're doing all the work, then letting your pillow mess it up. Now, you don't have to wear your do-rag all day if you don't want to. You're fine not wearing it throughout the day. But make sure your hair is laid. And if you do a brush session during the day and you're not going anywhere, rag up for a little bit. But at night, no excuse. Put that damn do-rag on. Now let's talk about the shampoo bar. A lot of beginners sleep on washing styles, but washing styles are really one of the biggest secrets to elite waves. If your hair is long enough, you should be doing it. A washing style helps clean your scalp, remove buildup, and lay your pattern down while your hair is wet and more manageable. A washing style helps clean your scalp, remove buildup, and lay your pattern down while your hair is wet and more manageable. When your hair has product buildup, dirt, sweat, and oil sitting on it, your brush sessions are not hitting the same. Your scalp needs to be clean. Your hair needs to be healthy. And your pattern needs to be trained. That's what the washing style helps with. Now, how often depends on how long your hair is and what stage you're in. For me, I shaved my head and I'm only on week 4 right now. So I'm doing a washing style about once a week. At about week 6, I'll probably start doing it 2 times a week. Once your hair gets longer and you start woofing, you're going to want to focus on 2 to 3 washing styles per week, especially when your hair starts getting thicker. Because when you're woofing, your hair wants to lift up. That's when washing styles become even more important. And if you want a full detailed washing style video, comment the word washing style below and I'll make it the next time, because that deserves its own breakdown. Now let's talk about products, because this is where a lot of beginners get confused. They ask, should I use oil first? Should I use pomade first? Should I use butter moisturizer? Should I use shampoo? And the truth is, you need to understand your hair first. One of the biggest things you need to learn is your hair porosity. Hair porosity is basically how well your hair takes in and holds moisture. Some people have low porosity hair. Some people have high porosity hair. Low porosity hair means your hair has a harder time letting moisture in. So products can sit on top of your scalp if you use too much or if you don't open your pores first. That's why I like to use a hot rag at the beginning of the routine. That hot rag helps open your pores and softens your hair. So when you apply your products, they can work better. High porosity hair is different. High porosity hair takes in moisture fast, but it can also lose moisture fast. So if you have high porosity hair, you might feel like your hair gets dry quickly even after you put product in. That means you need to focus on sealing in moisture. Now, with 2,6 King Wavy products, if your hair is dry, your scalp is flaky, or you struggle with moisture, you want products that help nourish the scalp and keeps your hair laid. The hair growth oil is good for helping nourish your scalp and support healthy hair. The pomade is good for helping add hold and keeping the hair laid after a brush session. That's why in my beginner nighttime routine, I like to use the pomade and oil together. The pomade helps with lay and hold. The oil helps with scalp and hair health. But don't just cake product into your hair. More product does not mean more waves. Sometimes too much product can cause buildup, and buildup can slow you down. You want enough product to help your hair, not so much that your hair is heavy and greasy. Now let me walk you through the beginner routine. This is the routine I recommend doing at night before bed. First, you're going to want to apply a hot rag to your scalp. This helps open your pores and soften your hair. You don't have to make it complicated. Make sure it's not burning your skin and place it on your hair for a little bit. Let your scalp and hair loosen up. Then you're going to want to apply the pomade. Not too much, just enough to work into your hair. Then apply the hair growth oil. Massage it into your scalp and make sure it actually gets in there. Don't just throw it on top and call it a day. After that, you're going to do a 15 to 30 minute brush session. And this part matters. Use a handheld mirror along with your main mirror. Don't guess. You need to see your angles. You need to hit your angles the same way every single time. If you brush one way today, another tomorrow, and another way the next day, you're going to confuse your pattern. That's how forks happen. That's how your connections get messy. So be intentional. Brush the same way every time. Same angles, same pattern, same direction. And after you finish brushing, rag up. Put your silk do-rag on. Make sure it's secured. Make sure your hair is laid flat underneath. And go to bed with it on. That's your nighttime routine. Hot rag, pomade, oil, brush session, Durag. Do that every night. Not once a week, not only when you remember, every night. That's how you build discipline. Now, let's talk about how much beginners should be brushing. And I'm going to be honest. If you're a beginner, you should be brushing like crazy. I'm talking 30 minutes to an hour a day, longer if possible. And it doesn't have to be a full hour straight. You can break it up. Brush 15 minutes in the morning, brush 15 minutes later, brush 20 minutes at night. If you're just sitting around, get up, go to the bathroom and brush. If you're watching TV, brush. If you're waiting on something, brush. If you have free time, brush. Because in the beginning, your hair is not trained yet. You're teaching your hair what to do, and it takes repetition. A lot of people say they want waves, but they don't want to brush. And I get it, brushing can get boring, but you have to understand what you're doing. Every brush stroke is training your hair. Every brush session is building your pattern. Every night you rag up, you're saving progress. That's how waves come. It's not one magical moment. It's daily work. Now, a lot of beginners ask, should I start woofing right away? Here's how I look at it. If you're starting around a 1.5 haircut, you don't need to focus on woofing right now. Your first focus should be your pattern, your angles, your brush routine, your hair health. You don't need to rush into a woof if you don't even know your angles yet. Because if your foundation is bad, woofing is only going to expose it. So early on, focus on laying the pattern. Focus on learning your head. Focus on brushing the same way every time. Focus on keeping your hair healthy. And honestly, don't focus on getting a haircut for a while. You gotta let your hair grow. If you need to get cleaned up, get an edge up or a temp fade. But don't keep cutting your progress off every week. Eventually, you'll roll into a woof naturally by not getting a haircut. Once you get into the woof stage, that's when things change. Now, you need to comb more. You need to do more washing styles. You need to use the right brush for your hair length. You need to make sure your hair stays laid, because when your hair gets longer, it wants to lift. That's why woofing takes discipline. But early on, don't overthink woofing. Build the pattern first. Now let's talk about moisture. Moisture is important because dry hair does not lay the same. Dry hair can become brittle. Dry hair can break. Dry hair can look rough, frizzy, and uneven. And when your hair is dry, brushing can feel harder too. Think about it like this. If your hair is soft, healthy, and moisturized, it's easier to train. If your hair is dry and rough, it's harder to lay down. That's why hair health matters. A lot of people only care about the waves, but you have to care about your scalp too. Healthy scalp, healthy hair, better progress. That's why using the right oil, keeping your hair clean, and not overloading your hair with product matters. You want your hair to be moisturized but not greasy, laid but not heavy, healthy but not full of buildup. That's balance. Now, let me give you some mistakes most beginners make. Mistake number 1, not brushing long enough. A lot of people brush for 5 minutes and think they did something. 5 minutes is better than nothing, but if you really want waves, you need a real brush session. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour if you can. Mistake number 2, not doing washing styles. Washing styles are slept on. If your hair is long enough, you need to learn how to do them. They can clean your hair, lay your pattern, and reset your progress. Mistake number 3, thinking products get you waves. This is one of the biggest mistakes. Pomade does not give you waves. Oil does not give you waves. A Durag alone does not get you waves. The product helps, but the brush work creates the waves. Mistake number 4, not taking your hair seriously. Some people will watch every video, ask every question, said they did everything, but then they're not really consistent. They brush sometimes, they rag up sometimes, they skip nights, they don't watch their angles. Then they say the routine didn't work. No, you didn't work the routine. Mistake number 5, changing angles too much. This is a major one. If you keep brushing different directions, you're going to mess up your connection. Use a mirror and learn your pattern. Mistake number 6, sleeping without a do-rag. That's a no. If you're serious about waves, you need to rag up at night. Mistake number 7, cutting your hair too much. Beginners get impatient. They don't see progress fast enough, so they cut their hair. But sometimes you need to let your hair grow so your pattern can show. Mistake number 8, using too much product. Too much product can cause buildup and make your hair feel heavy. You don't need to drown your hair. Use enough, brush it in, and stay consistent. Now, if you're trying to start and you don't know what to get, that's why I recommend the 2/6 King Wavy Deep Waves Bundle Pack, because it gives you the main things you need to start your journey. You get the tools and products to build a real routine. You're not just buying random stuff. You're building a system, and that's what beginners need. A simple system they can follow. Because when you're first starting, it's easy to get overwhelmed. You see people talking about woofing, crown work, combing, double compression, washing styles, plastic bag method, hard brush, medium brush, soft brush, and you don't know where to start. Start simple, brush, use your products correctly, rag up, washing style when your hair is long enough. Stay consistent. That's the foundation. So if you're just starting your 360 wave journey, remember this. Waves come from consistency, not magic products. You can buy every product in the world, but if you don't brush, you won't get waves. You can have the best do-rag, but if you don't put it on at night, it's not helping you. You can have the best oil and pomade, but if you don't have a routine, you're wasting time. The journey is about discipline. It's about repetition. It's about doing the same things over and over until your hair starts responding. I'm currently in the ripple stages right now, so I'm building with y'all. I'm not acting like I'm too far ahead. I'm showing you the process, the good days, the rough days, the progress, the mistakes, all of it. So if you're just starting your journey, don't get discouraged because your waves don't come in overnight. Keep brushing, keep ragging up, keep learning your angles, keep your hair healthy, and stay locked in. Hey, check it out, y'all. If this video helped you, make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. And if you're ready to start your own wave journey, shop the Deep Waves Bundle Pack at 26kingwavymerch.com. Comment the word starter kit if you want me to make a full beginner routine video next. And comment wash and style if you want me to break down exactly how I do mine. Remember, waves come from consistency, not magic products.